Good morning! Hello and happy Thursday. It is 7:15 right now and we have an audition. So I thought it could be fun if we do everything from start to finish together. First up is makeup, and then we need to pack our audition bag, and then we'll head to the theater. I wish we were going to the theater. We'll head to Actors Equity, which is where the audition is being held. We will go to Open Jar to warm up because the audition starts at 9:30. Whew, that's an early one. And then we'll warm up, we'll do the audition, and then we'll do a little check-in after. So let us get started. So while I do my makeup, I'm gonna chit chat with you a little bit because we need to multitask, because I gave us 40 minutes this morning. Granted, it's 7:15 as I said, and I got up at 7. So the 40 minutes is already dwindling. Starting out with some Kiehl's moisturizer, my favorite. I just love how thick it is. Oh, it feels so good. So today's audition is for a regional theater. They're doing a few shows. The theater is in Massachusetts, like small town Massachusetts. Today, I am mainly going in for one show. Well, I guess two, but really one show. We're going really full force for one show. So we're going in for Into the Woods. If you didn't know, I did Into the Woods in college. It was my spring semester of my sophomore year, and I played the baker's wife, going in with a little merit stick here. Not much because, again, we're going for Into the Woods, so we don't really have to be dolled up too much, but we still want to look nice. I'm gonna make a little makeup bag with just the essentials, so if I do have to touch up my makeup, I can do that while I'm at the audition studio. But anyway, going back to Into the Woods, it kind of was unheard of a sophomore to get such a leading role, but we had a new teacher that year and he was my absolute favorite. His name was Lenny Leibowitz, and I loved him so much. I still love him. And he was the director, and it just worked out. The story behind Into the Woods, actually, I have a reel about this, and I'm just gonna put it here while I do my makeup. Fair warning, it deals with like family, a death in the family, so I'll just say that, but here it is.
I believe certain roles find us when we need them the most.
In college, I went all in for Little Red in Into the Woods. Cookies, red dress, the whole thing. At callbacks, the director asked me to sing Moments in the Woods. As the music director was handing me over the sheet music, the director said, "No, she knows it." Luckily, I did. The next week, I was cast as the baker's wife, my dream role. Then, a few weeks later, my father passed away. When I sang, "Sometimes people leave you, do not let it grieve you, no one leaves for good." I broke. We all did. That role became part of my healing. Theater gave me a way to grieve, to process, to grow. It gave me a way out of the woods. To me, love where you are now means honoring where you've been, trusting that even if you're in the middle of the woods,
you're still on the right path.
As you can see, I have a huge tie to this show. I feel really connected with it, and not only that, but it just means a lot to me. So anytime I see an audition for Into the Woods, I make sure that I go to it because, like most auditions I go to, I have the mindset of, why not me? Why not me? Why wouldn't they pick me? Into the Woods is one of my favorite shows. And honestly, on my bucket list, I would love to play like any and all of the females. I think they are so well written. I also think the roles are pretty interchangeable. The audition starts at 9:30, like I said. I think I'm gonna go green mascara over brown because I did a little purple eyeshadow because we have a purple skirt we're gonna wear today. So I think we'll go in with this L'Oreal green. So today's audition starts at 9:30, like I said. It is an EPA. I sadly do not have an appointment. So we are just going to show up and see if we can get an appointment or at least get on the alt list. So an EPA, Equity Principal Audition, you show up an hour before the start time. So that would be 8:30, which is about an hour from now. That is when signups happen in person. So people will form a line and then you get to sign up for audition appointments or the alt list. And then the actual audition itself doesn't start until 9:30. I'm hoping we can get an audition appointment for like 10:30. That way we have time to warm up and we're not stressed about getting back to the Actors Equity Building. It is only like 2-3 blocks away, but I do not like to rush and I do not like to be late. I love this one size stuff. It is worth the price because my makeup does last. So I packed a little makeup bag here to go. I'm going to get changed really quick and then we're gonna pack our audition bag together. Okay, we are all changed. Obviously this is not what I'm wearing to the audition, but it is what I'm gonna wear to commute. First and most important thing is our audition book, which has all of my audition cuts in it. This is definitely the most important, so that's going in there first. Next, I have headshots, resumes, a cover letter, blank pieces of paper, all the important things. I also have some callback sides I'm going to put in here if I have time. I'll look over those. I have more headshots and resumes, which I do need to grab more headshots. So I just keep my headshots in this little baggie here. I'm going to grab like 5 or 6. I have a little pencil case here where I keep highlighters, Post-its, tape, and a pair of scissors because I'm one of those people, I like to tape my resume to the back of my headshot versus staple it. I don't like the way the staples look. I like tape. Gives it a clean line, so that's what I do. Next, we have my audition outfit, which we're going with this cutie little purple, like ace symmetric skirt. And this is a life hack, but using a packing cube. Why can't I say that? Packing cube. I have little shorts to go under my skirt. And then I have this long sleeve lace top that I'm going to layer under this black corset that I have. It's really cute. Obviously, I'll show you the outfit once we get to the audition. And then for shoes, I have these cute little black boots because if I'm going to the woods, I'm gonna need some boots, you know? Everything fits really nice in here. So I'm just gonna zip her up. Ta-da! And it even has this little handle. I'll make sure to link my Amazon storefront. That way you can see all of my audition day items that you can purchase if you would like. Next we have Grethers. We have my little Grethers here, and I also have the Fontis mouth lozenges, and I just keep them in this little container here. I have my makeup bag. And then I also have, this is my little technology bag. So I have an extra charger. I have my little microphone for content creation, my sticky, like suction cup thing that I put on the back of my phone. And then I also have a portable charger that I'll put in here. It's just charging right now. So it is 7:42 and we're 2 minutes late. So we really need to go. We're going to head to Actors Equity, which is where the audition is being held first, and then sign up. Oh, I forgot. I have my little waitress tin here, which holds my bobby pins and hair ties. If any of you saw Waitress on Broadway, you'll know exactly what this little tin is. It also has the waitress on the top. But when I saw Waitress on Broadway, they were selling mini pies in these tins, and I had a mini key lime pie, and I wanted to keep it because I thought, how freaking cool. So I've had this ever since Waitress on Broadway, which is wild. But I'm a little sentimental gal, and I love this puppy because obviously we have not done her hair, nor have we done our lipstick, but it's all in the backpack. So I'm gonna grab my portable charger and then let's head to the studio. So you know the drill. Cue the montage.
Throughout my career, something that I really struggled with as a dancer growing up was retaining choreography quickly. And so the thought of having to be thrown into the show and not prepared for which track that I was going to do was like, I can't believe I'm handed this opportunity right now, because this is one of the most challenging things for me as a dancer.
Whoa.
Got our card. I'm number 9. I'm surprised, so I'm probably gonna get whatever appointment I want. Now we're heading up to the 16th floor so we can actually sign up for the audition. The thing I love about summer auditions is no one is here. So there was like 10 of us that signed up this morning. And it's still August, so it's still summer. Got an appointment at 10:30, so now we're gonna head over to Open Jar and get a studio for like 15 minutes so we can warm up properly, and then we'll head back here and do the audition. Cheers. Okay, let's get to work.
needs love? Love brings satisfaction. Love's another word for being bored in pairs. Who needs love? Really, when you think, I've got pigs to feed and there are dishes in the sink and I've got bread to bake and horse nard to shove. Really, when you think about it, who needs love? Love, and it's raging fire and it's wild desire.
Just finished in here. It is exactly 9:30, so I need to get out of this room. But did you see that clip I got? It's apparently press day for Chess on Broadway, the revival. OMG, I wish I was going to that today, but we need to head back over, change, hair, lipstick, get ready for the audition. I'm feeling very warm and ready to go. I'm packing up my bag, but I'm going to pop in a little Grethers for the walk back over. For those that were curious, that room was $7 for 15 minutes. So not bad, but also not great. Just finished the audition. I thought it went great, but they were giving me nothing in the room. So it just seemed like they were extremely uninterested. So, yeah. Who knows? You truly never know with these things, but it is what it is. And who knows? I might wake up tomorrow with a callback, but they just seemed very, very uninterested. And sometimes that's just how it goes, even when it is a dream role, dream show. So I'm in a little somber mood, but that's okay, because we are about to head downtown to the Hamilton Pop-Up, which is in the Seaport District. They invited me there, so I'm excited to see what they got to offer. Just got home. That Hamilton pop-up shop was so cute, and I didn't get a chance to look at what was in here. So your design journey just got an upgrade. Oh, free Canva Pro. That's awesome. Also, if you don't know what Canva is, it's basically graphic design for anyone. It's a website, it's also an app, and it's where I do all of my graphic design. If you're interested, I'm gonna put a link to upgrade for Canva in the description. It's a really great tool if you're looking to upgrade your resume or your website or anything really graphic design related. It's really great for that. Not sponsored at all, I just really love it. and I use it every day, not only for my social media management business, but for my own social media stuff as well. And then there's a playbill in here. If you don't remember, Hamilton hosted this playbill redesign the Hamilton playbill cover contest. And what's really cool is if we go through the program, it has a little excerpt from Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it has all of the playbills that made it to the finalist, which is really, really cool. And some of these are really good. I love this one. But really, really cool that they put that in there. And then of course the tote, which is so cute, Hamilton. I really love this. And it's good quality. If you haven't checked out the Creative Goods merch before, it's really good stuff. And you've probably seen the merch before and didn't even know it. But they are who created all of the merch for Hamilton. I want to talk a little bit about the audition because it kind of had me down in the dumps for a little bit, not gonna lie. But that is part of the career I chose. The rejection part of this business is no joke. And you really have to have the right mindset when it comes to auditioning, especially when you're auditioning so frequently. And sure, it's good to feel attached to shows or really want something, but having the mindset of being detached from the outcome of the audition is so important. Like, I remember right before I go into an audition, I like to say, why not me? Why not me? Why wouldn't they choose me? After the audition, especially when it's not the outcome that you hope for, you need to check yourself. And I definitely let myself fall into that, well, what did I do wrong? When really it's just, I'm probably just not right for what they're looking for. And also, I am casting myself out of this show before I literally haven't heard anything. So for as much as I know, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning from an email from them being like, congrats, here's your callback. Or even better, here's your offer. Wouldn't that be wild? So I think making sure I'm staying grounded is really important. Instead of moping about this, I am going to look online and submit virtually as well. And I'm going to also send thank you email to the casting director and the theater and really control the things that I can control. Thank you so much for following along on my audition day with me. If you liked this content, make sure to subscribe. And if you made it to this part of the video, comment down below if you have seen Hamilton before on Broadway or on Disney Plus, and are you obsessed with it like I am? Truly, it's one of those shows that I know I will never be in, but I am still 100% obsessed. Like always, make sure you are following me along on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Jenna Lee Miller. Wishing you callbacks and contracts. Bye!